Hey y'all, it's Candy. We are at the Tom Ford New York Fashion Week Autumn Winter 2016 show. And this is so cool. They're broadcasting this live online, so even though we can't be there in person, we still get to have fun and see what the latest fashions are from Tom Ford for fall and winter. And I'm so excited. Right now, they're showing the arrivals of, a lot of the celebrities. And it's so funny. I don't know about y'all, but when I watch these opening sequences, oh my God, look at that dress. Isn't that gorgeous? The asymmetrical with all the different sequins. And what's really cool is all the sequins are all different sizes. So it really gives it like a super cool texture. So that was just stunning. Sorry, I had to interrupt there already seeing some fabulous clothes here. And anyway, so I'm going to be doing online reviews of the Fashion Week shows from The Hideaway as we stream it together online. So sit back, grab a cocktail, and kick your designer slippers up, and let's have some fun, shall we? And you're going to see fall and winter clothes in this collection, I believe. Some of the designers are showing the things to wear actually this season as opposed to like spring and summer for next year. Wow, look at that. Oh, I love her hair too. Really like that shag longer in the back, but that jacket is outstanding. And you could wear it as a shirt or a jacket with all the buckles. Look at this. Loving leather this year, that's for sure. Ooh, and 70s influence. Look at that velvet. That is really fun. Oh, and camouflage. Camouflage is one of those really big prints this year for fall. I love the addition of those buckles, that leather belting. It's like stitched onto almost every piece, which is so cool because it means you could wear it loose, you could like cinch it up, you can do, double, triple duty with a lot of these things. So even just a really plain wool flannel suit, look at that. Or I say really plain, and look at the way it's ruched at the bottom. Kind of gives it like a really pretty peplum shape, which is so flattering. I love peplums. They always make my waist look really tiny. You can see the back of that dress. Oh, and there's a leather dress with a really great coat. Look at that, the tweed coat. Oh, and those glasses. John Lennon would be proud. Oh, I like the black with the gray. I like that one better than with the red trim. I think this just looks more, easier to wear. And is the skirt sequins? Yeah, oh yeah. It's those really tiny ones that makes it look like wet almost. Not sequined, you know what I mean? So you don't look like a 70s like disco movie. And then we've got more. That one looks like a separate belt. And are y'all noticing the necklaces? They're chokers, and they're very kind of like hardware, like kind of the matte metal finish. Really large, very statement, but different than those statement necklaces that we've seen like in the spring where they're all about the color. Here we're seeing much more of like hardware, 80s industrial kind of an edge coming back. And the earrings too. I wonder how heavy those are. But they don't look like to be pulling down on her earlobes, so they're probably fairly light. I mean, there's so many light metals. Oh, that's really beautiful. This leopard dress. And I could totally see that, wearing that like for day or evening. It would just depend on your shoes. It looks pretty sheer. But the billowy blouson kind of top with that very thick hip belt, really just a really great silhouette. And it's so floaty when you walk. You could see it just kind of billowing in the back. Here we've got some men. I'm loving all the men's fashions in Tom Ford. I mean, I could definitely see Kevin wearing some of these things, no problem. Maybe that's how a lot of these gals got their guys to come to the show. They were like, there's going to be some clothes for you, honey, I promise. Oh, look at this one. Oh, so like 60s smoking jacket. Looks like Rock Hudson could be walking out in that. Great graphic print. Really 70s. Almost like a Mary Mecco-ish influence, I'd say. The glasses for sure, so 60s, and that hair. Definitely more on the men. The women are more polished. I'm seeing here the guys are really like getting their game on here. There's another smoking jacket in a different print. Once again, very 60s. Loving the circles. Almost like little bullseyes all over the jacket. And here's another one of these. Like, look at this. When you see her coming, you just see that necklace. You don't even see the dress. But the necklace just is fantastic. And it covers so much. So you could wear a really low-cut blouse. And that's the perfect time to wear a necklace like that, because it kind of masks that you have this super low V. Ooh, the shoes. Did you see that guy's shoes? Oh, look at this. Oh, it's like the shaggy mink look, but glam. What a fantastic movement. And then there's a skirt, and that is just, oh gosh, I'm drooling, y'all. I'm so drooling. It almost looks like tinsel. It looks like Christmas tree tinsel, the really old school long kind. It reminds me of that. It's got that great kind of feel to it, kind of edgy with the longer looks like longer bugle beads and then smaller round sequins. Just gives it. So no more plain boring sequins. Oh, look at the back of that. That's really fun. Almost looks like she has a leopard tattoo all over her back. So cool because it's so very striking and simple in the front. Turn around, bam. Leopard skin mama. And once again, those boots, they've all got the really funky heel, kind of almost gothy, Victorian-ish kind of a heel, a wedge, like a thinner wedge at the back. They don't look very easy to walk in, I have to say. This is a really interesting take on fabric draping. Look at the sleeves. I mean, I love poet sleeves, the very big bell-bottomy. At the sleeve, they'll have like a cuff, or they'll have a very tight piece of elastic to make them very billowy. That's a really modern take on that. As is, oh wow, look at that back. And once again, look at the sleeves. Almost like a bat wing, but instead of coming from like the underarms and being very large and then going in it, the wideness starts at the elbow. Really unique shape. And I just love how it moves when the girls walk. Oh, fun skirt. Looks feathery. can't tell if it's feathers or I think it's feathers though. And oh, look, did you see the pants? Oh, the best part, they look like little leopard leggings underneath of that fringy skirt. I love how he did like the slit up the back, so when she walks, the leopard just kind of pops out, just kind of like, what? Makes people do a double take. Those are always the best kind of clothes I find. Oh, and here's some of that really interesting matte hardware on this belt. And look, it's almost like a corset. That one's really wide with lots of different, maybe like a 50 Shades of Grey influence for Tom in this collection. And oh, look at that. A lot of fun with the back. He's having a lot of fun with the backs on the ladies for sure. There's another take on sequins, color blocking with the sequins, and those look like a flat palette without any, ridging, which gives the really super, super glittery effect. He's really modernizing, I think, the way that we wear sequins. Some of these things you could totally wear during the day too. Not that, of course, not this long dress, but... And once again, she has like the leggings coming out of the really long slit in the back. You know, you could do that with even just like a plain maxi. Like if you have a denim maxi skirt, wouldn't that be just awesome to like cut up the back and then wear some really cool leggings underneath? Then when you walk, and you could do a casual effect. You don't have to have a sequin skirt. I think I'm going to have to try that. I'll let you all know how it turns out, what kind of reaction I get. And there he is. Yay. Looking as dapper and fabulous as ever. Look at him. See, the men are all standing. They loved it. They're like, yay! Finally, some designs for us. And I believe that is the end of the Tom Ford Autumn and Winter 2016 New York Fashion Week show. So stay tuned. We're going to be doing runway reviews all week long from all of the New York Fashion Week shows that are being broadcast live online. And we're also going to be doing some from London that's coming up next week. It's going to be fun fashion month around here.